On this edition of Collier Highlights, a look back at 2015. The Wheels BMX track. Pickleball championships are on their way. RC sailing at North Collier Park. These stories and more next on Collier Highlights. The Coastal Zone Management Department wrapped up a $2.7 million beach renourishment project funded by FEMA on Naples beaches early last December. The sand replacement was needed to renourish areas damaged by Tropical Storm Debbie in late June of 2012. As you can see from this stunning video taken near Loudermilk Park, the beaches have never looked better. This project was badly needed.
Very, very important project. This project was part of a FEMA reimbursement for sand to replace it on the Naples beach. We did 5 sections. We started this project on November 10th. We finished this project on December the 4th. We did a total of 78,541 tons of sand, about 3,498 truckloads, and we did about 12 altogether truck hauls within that 3,498 trucks in that process. The project was a success. We finished under the projected schedule time and on a budget. But it's very important, this project, because we had to renourish the Naples beaches. It was 5 sections of beach that we renourished.
On Thursday, January 8th, the Paradise Reef Project team held a ribbon cutting to mark the start of the largest artificial reef project in the Western Hemisphere. The Reef Project is made up of several organizations and government departments, including Collier County's Coastal Zone Management and Solid Waste Departments, which have combined efforts to create the Reef Project. The project will benefit the natural ecosystems of the Gulf and also generate economic development. 18,000 tons of inorganic material will be placed in several locations, creating the reef system. The ribbon cutting event marked the start of deploying the material.
I have been privileged and really blessed to be able to watch as this project has taken shape, and it was exciting. Each new thing that I would have never thought of has been moving forward, and some of the things that I feel are so important to all of us. Yes, we're going to have a reef, something like nobody else has had in the entire United States of America, this reef. But on top of that, that's exciting in itself. But as you know, our fish population has been dwindling down here. So fishing hasn't been as exciting as it used to be. Well, now they're going to have a place to spawn and to grow our fish population. That's great for the fishermen. It'll also be great for the boaters because they'll be able to go around and just, show their people this is where, somewhere down deep here, we have a reef. On top of that, it's on top of increasing the fish population, do you know how good it's going to be for us locally, for our environment? We're going to take all of this stuff that you see here, and instead of pouring it in the landfill, it's going to be serving another purpose, the greatest form of recycling I've ever seen, and it adds a new dimension to our tourism industry.
A completion ceremony was held on Saturday, February 21st for the Palm River Linear Park. The park extends along Piper Boulevard for approximately 1/2 mile between Palm River Boulevard and Cypress Way East. The park is the result of an innovative public-private partnership. Many residents in the area have long wanted a park for their community. They pitched an idea that was enthusiastically supported by Collier County government leaders and business leaders. Commissioner Georgia Hiller stated that this park is already inspiring other communities.
This is a perfect example of a successful public-private partnership, and it is setting the standard for the rest of the community. Pelican Marsh wants the same thing. I'm serious. They've already lined up. They're knocking at Nick's door, and Nick is already calling me to get it done. Well, I want to congratulate you. You have enhanced your community. You have made it a beautiful place to live, and I am so proud of your accomplishments. I hope you enjoy this park.
Local developer Jim Wallace donated a large portion of the land for the park, as well as sculptures of the statues that Wallace donated in memory of a boy who passed away several years ago at a construction site near the park. The Collier County Library System has successfully implemented a new self-check system at the headquarters regional library and the Marco Island branch library. The system is the latest radio frequency identification technology that will allow patrons to easily check out various media without the aid of the library staff. It really is as easy as it sounds.
This new self-checkout machine by Biblioteca makes it easy for patrons to check their own book materials out. It has an RFID sticker inside of the book covers, and all the media that we have, whether they're playaways, audio books, DVDs, they can all be self-checked out by patrons, and it's really easy. To check out items, you simply lay it on the shelf, you scan your library card, and within 2 or 3 minutes tops, all your materials are checked out. Patrons are really loving it here at the Marco Island Branch Library. Especially on Mondays and Fridays, we have long lines of patrons, so they're glad when they can take a book off our hold shelf right over here that they've reserved, and they can come right over to the self-check station, and within a minute or two, they're checked out and they're off to read.
Come by and try out the new self-check system. On March 7th and 8th, 2015, the Collier County Museum hosted the annual Old Florida Festival. The event focuses on the rich history of Collier County and Southwest Florida. Let's take a look back in this report.
The year is 1720, and I'm careening my ship. Now, careening a ship is when we clean the bottom of the ship to make it faster, because a slow ship, it doesn't do a pirate any good. A pirate with a slow ship is a poor pirate. He's also probably going to be dead because he's going to get caught. Now, careening the ship is the process of taking the ship, running it aground on purpose, letting the tide go out, cleaning the bottom of one side. The tide comes back in, turn the ship around, clean the other side until we can go. This can take up to a week if you're lucky. If you're not lucky and someone gets the tide wrong, you could be here for a month cleaning the ship down there. Now, what we've got here is my outpost. I'm out here by myself keeping watch to make sure that none of the English sneak up on us and capture us. We're all wanted men. We have prices on our heads.
It started right here. Early email was the telegraph. Before that, you say the Pony Express was the fastest transportation of information from the East Coast to the West Coast. The railway came in, they put the telegraph lines up, Pony Express died off, and electrical transformation of information from New York to San Francisco occurred daily.
The Collier County Bureau of Emergency Services Division hosted a hazardous materials event drill on Thursday, March 26, 2015 at the North Collier Water Reclamation Facility. The event included first responders from here in Collier County, as well as units from Sarasota County. Exercises like this, are designed to keep first responders ready for any event.
Today statewide is called SOFLEX 2015, which is a South Florida exercise for USAR, Urban Search and Rescue teams, as well as the state hazmat teams. There's 5 different sites across the state that simultaneously are conducting hazardous materials exercises and USAR confined space, urban rescue type of exercises. We will be simulating a liquid spill, chlorine gas release, and a toxic powder release, and those will be mitigated, sampled, identified. There are hazardous materials throughout the county that are used in industry and are used in households. And when a release occurs, to prevent injury, to prevent damage, they need to be mitigated very quickly. It's a highly specialized level of training that's required. These are all state certified hazardous materials techs.
No, we're going right here. Okay. Just around this part, okay?
We are our greatest risk in Collier County is really transportation. With I-75, we have hazardous materials that are transported back and forth. And then we have our treatment plant facilities and then our industrial parks where we deal with some of these things. The hazmat team leaders work together a lot in preparing consistent documents and consistent plans, but to get the technician down to the technician level from different areas together, they really learn a lot from each other and start to form that relationship now before they have to do it on a real incident.
The Wheels BMX Track and Skate Park, located at the Golden Gate Community Center, is one of the finest facilities of its kind in Southwest Florida.
It is one of the normal BMX tracks that you would come out to. It's just been built. The track that was here before was based more for beginner riders. It wasn't very challenging. They brought in a pro that designed this layout, and it's more of a skilled level track to try out on. But it's still okay for the little guys to begin on this course as well. But this layout that you're seeing here is really what all BMX tracks look like. It's open 6 days a week, and it is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursdays are closed for maintenance days. That's when we do a lot of the applications to the track to keep it as good looking as it is now. Saturdays and Sundays are actually towards family days. They want to generate more families coming out here, like dads and moms riding with their kids to be out here on the track. You have to have certain items to be out here on the track. You got to have long pants, you got to have long sleeve shirt, you have to have a full face helmet. Very important stuff. If you want to bring your regular bike out here, say it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bike or a Princess bike, that is allowed. If you want to be good in the sport, you have to go with a lightweight racing bike. USABMX.com is the website. You can go on any track through that website, and we do have a microsite off of the USA BMX site. There's also a Facebook page, Naples BMX Inc.
Sugden Regional Park offers sailing opportunities to the citizens of Collier County. Several days a week, there is sailing and boating of a different kind, or should I say, of a different scale, going on at North Collier Regional Park. These sailors never leave dry land, but the action looks and feels as real as if they were in the Gulf.
We sail every day except for Sunday, and it's normally between 10 a.m. and noon, but sometimes we sail in the afternoons. The club actually started in 1982 and has sailed in a number of different places before coming here 2 years ago. And we have 60 members, and we sail 5 different kinds of boats. One of them is this kind here, the Soling 1 meter. And then we have 4 others. Many of the people in our club have been sailing sailboats for years. You might notice that some of us are fairly old, a little bit old. We're retired. We have quite a few retired people here who've been sailing for years, and it's just a little bit easier to maintain a smaller remote controlled boat than it is a big sailboat.
Number 1, you have to have your mast vertical.
This particular seminar is telling you how to set the sails. It's called trimming your sails. Make sure you have your boat trimmed properly before you go into a race, because basically what we do here is you come here between 10 and 12 and you're going to have 12 races. Each one is about 5 to 10 minutes long. So it's a very active program as compared to regular sailboat racing. A race normally takes 1 or 2 hours. Here it takes only 5 or 10 minutes. We use the racing rules of sailing, the same rules that are used in regular sailboat racing. We have a lot of fun with these boats. We really do, yeah. I've got 3 boats myself. I got one of these and then one of 2 other kinds. So each one is a little bit different, and they're each equally fun to sail. And it's a good group of people too. When I joined the club, I didn't know anybody in this club. Now they're all friends of mine.
Collier County beaches are some of the finest in the world. In addition to our periodic beach renourishment program, the beaches receive daily cleaning and grooming as a part of our ongoing beach maintenance program. It's a never-ending job that is designed to make the beaches enjoyable for tourists and safe for sea turtles.
We start off very early in the morning before any beach traffic or pedestrians are out here, and we come out and we survey the beach. Our main objective is to try to get as much accomplished that we can before we get a lot of traffic on the beach itself. We bring our big tractors out with the beach groomers, and we start basically here at Vanderbilt Beach. We start just south of the Ritz-Carlton and work up to Delnor Wiggins, and we work from the rack line, which is the high tide line, towards the sand dune, and we just basically work our way back and forth until we get it looking like this. Here's an example of our rope and post system that we do to protect our dunes. I've stopped here because we have some type of invasive vegetation growth here, which we will bring in our environmental specialist, Senior Chris DiArco. He'll come out and evaluate this. And this will be something that we use grant money for, basically, to do an exotic removal, to where we come in, we actually remove and then do a replanting of the natural sea oats. So what we do here basically is we install these rope and post systems to keep people away from the dune, to allow the dune to grow.
They look beautiful. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, definitely. I'm from Massachusetts. We don't have beaches like this up north.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, but I never come out here early in the morning. She's forcing me to do it. But I'm glad I did, because it's gorgeous. Beautiful.
I get stopped every day and people give me a thank you. You have the prettiest beaches, it's because of you guys. I work with another individual, Buddy Odom. Between him and I, we are the ones that work hard to make these beaches look the way they do, and we always get positive feedback on the conditions of our beaches.
The Donna Fiala Community Center features a fitness center, meeting room, voluntary pre-kindergarten classroom, and game room. This center has something for everyone, including fitness programs, after-school programs, senior programs, summer programs, and more. In June 2014, Collier County Commissioners unanimously voted to name the community center in honor of Commissioner Fiala, after more than 1,000 Collier County residents petitioned the board to name the park after the commissioner. We spoke with Commissioner Fiala about why she works so hard to make this dream become a reality.
Oh, this is a wonderful day. After working so many years for this community center, to see it actually come alive. I can't wait to see the kids in here, and I bet the whole neighborhood is just going to embrace it quickly as soon as they find out, and word spreads quickly. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. It makes me so happy. This neighborhood, these children don't have vehicles or parents to take them around in the summertime. They had no place to go except hanging around street corners. There was no healthy environment, no safe environment, no wholesome environment, and certainly nobody there to watch over these kids. So they just hung around street corners, played in the dirt, because a lot of times in some of these areas, as you know, that's all they have to play in. And so this is going to be, to me, the blessing that these children will now enjoy is a safe, healthy, wholesome environment.
Sea turtle nesting season is off to a fast start and may set a new record for nests on Collier County beaches. As you may know, Collier County Parks and Recreation is proud to help protect our sea turtles. We made a visit to Naples Beach to get an update on the 2015 season.
Yeah, you have to be the turtle. This is her coming down. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was her coming up. And what you're looking at is a great.
Yeah.
We start monitoring our beaches really early in the morning before the sun comes up. And what we're looking for are the marks in the sand that the turtle has left as she's crawling up on the beach. So she crawls up on the beach, she makes her nest, and she actually makes, quite a big nesting site. And we try to locate the eggs. Once the eggs are located, we mark it with the 4 stakes, and then we collect a lot of data.
And the little things are on their own.
She'll be back in 2 weeks to do it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Well, I think it's wonderful. I just get concerned that that they might not make it. I know how hard it is for those little turtles to make it into the sea and survive, and I'm just concerned about, the extra, challenges they have being on a beach with people walking around and with, hotels right here. So I just, it's nice to see people taking care of them.
Countywide, we collect our numbers every Monday. So I do a Monday update, and we were up to 277 last Monday, and the previous year we were at 167. So we're quite a bit higher, and hopefully next Monday's update will show us an even better number. I think it's an amazing year too, and hopefully they'll continue being amazing years. It takes a loggerhead sea turtle 30 years to reach maturity, at least 30 years. And we've been doing this for over 30 years. So what I'm hoping we're seeing is our hatchlings that hatched 30 years ago might be coming back as mothers to the same area and laying their eggs. So that's what I'm hoping for, that it's all attributed to our efforts.
This year's sea turtle season ended up being one of the best on record. Collier Area Transit, also known as CAT, partnered with the YMCA to make attending camp at the YMCA possible for dozens of Collier County children in 2015. CAT has 5 YMCA stops throughout the county. At 4 of those stops, children enrolled in YMCA's Camp Waiaway Summer Camp can ride the bus with a YMCA camp counselor to and from the Naples Y. A 5th stop will service the Marco Island YMCA. In addition to the Y-specific stops, a drastically price-reduced Paul Pass is offered to make the service affordable all summer long. We visited the Greater Naples YMCA to see how the new partnership was formed.
The YMCA contacted us. They were trying to see whether or not they could utilize public transportation to get their campers to their summer camp. And we worked with them and did some travel training with their staff. They've got counselors that are accommodating the campers on the buses. We identified routes that they could take, so we were using our existing system and training them how to use the system, and in turn hopefully training the campers to use it in future years now that they're comfortable using public transportation.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The partnership's outstanding. It allows seamless transportation for families that don't necessarily have a car, and it's chaperoned by our YMCA vetted employees, and these kids are having the time of their lives. They're able to swim, they're able to play tennis, they're learning the sport of golf, they're able to learn about nature. We're taking them on field trips. Today they're going to go to to watch the Miracle team up in Fort Myers. They're eating healthy foods. So that, you think about these kids coming from Golden Gate or Kings Lake. What would their summer be like without the CAT partnership? I've got to know a few of the families and a few of the kids, and it wouldn't have been a good summer. They are meeting friends, and this is a great mix of all the community coming together to really better themselves and to inspire children to learn new things. Much better than playing in the dirt, sitting at home.
They wouldn't be going to a ball game. They wouldn't be getting an entire month of enrichment in terms of academics, physical enrichment. This bus has been a godsend. It's made this camp experience happen for all of these kids.
We're here to provide public transportation to anybody that is interested in doing that. So if there are other programs that are out there that are wanting to do similar things, we're available. They can give me a call, they can give my staff a call, and then we can help them learn how to use the system.
For more information on CAT, call 252-7777. Pickleball, the sport which combines ping pong with tennis, is rapidly becoming a mainstream sport, and Collier County hopes to become its home. The 2016 U.S. Open Pickleball Championships will be held at East Naples Community Park in Naples. This week-long event from April 26 to May 1st, 2016 will showcase the top professional and amateur pickleball players from the United States and around the world. On September 9, 2015, East Naples Community Park debuted its new 10 by 15 foot logo to help promote the first ever U.S. Open Pickleball Championships.
Pickleball has never been a sport that everybody talks about, but now it is. People are talking about it all the time. And when Jim Ludwig approached me and said he wanted to do this U.S. Open Championship, I didn't even know what pickleball was. But you know, he's been bringing people in, and the enthusiasm is contagious. And now we don't know if we're going to have a place big enough for them. That's how many people they're expecting for the very first. This is going to be the very first U.S. Open tournament for pickleballers ever. Yeah. So this is really a feather in the cap of Collier County.
The event itself, we're going to put up 2 massive tents in the parking lot over here. We're going to have entertainment, so if you want to come and have a glass of wine or a beer, you can have that in our beer garden and listen to entertainment, and then you can go watch some of the best pickleball in the world that will be taking place here. So we're expecting about 1,000 participants signing up for the tournament part of it, and then we're expecting a lot of the community coming into the event itself.
Collier County Parks and Recreation Division was recognized with an Achievement Award from the National Association of Counties. The award for the division's Gordon River Greenway Park, an ecological and wildlife corridor. In the meantime, county environmental specialists and volunteers were busy during the month of June planting native species along the walkway where invasive exotics were removed.
Today we have 2 classes of FGCU students. It's called Colloquium, and at FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast University, every student has to take this class to learn about the environment, and part of the class is 10 hours of service learning. And so they get a project and they come out and they do work for the community. So for 2 days, I have 50 FGCU students here planting, and today we're planting dune sunflower and sunshine mimosa ground cover. And what that's doing is we're planting it along the trail to help outcompete some nuisance grasses and weeds that have been coming in. So that'll reduce the amount of herbicide spraying we'll have to do and or pulling or contracting people out to come keep it maintained. So once these plants start building and spreading out and growing, it'll be a nice walk and easy, hopefully, to maintain.
It makes me feel really good, actually, and being an environmental studies major, it's something I can apply to my learning experience. And yeah, I think it's actually a great thing that this is required for our classes to get everyone out there involved with your local community and doing good deeds for everyone.
Now, let's see what's up in the parks for the month of January. Here's Sam and Marissa.
Well, thank you, Troy. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to 2016. Happy New Year. My name is Sam.
Marissa.
As if you can't tell that she's wonderfully working out, or attempting to. She's trying to start the new year off right, as you can see. So we got some stuff that's going on in January at the park. So take a look and see what we got going on.
East Naples Community Park will be hosting a number of events starting the first week of January. Some of these programs will include mahjong, bingo, dominoes, euchre, senior lunch, and jam session. Contact East Naples Community Park for more information.
Adaptive Inclusive Recreation has a wide variety of activities planned for our special population, ranging from expressive art to water sports. Go ahead and give Alice Miller a phone call.
Interested in sailing and water sports? Sugden Regional Park has a number of events starting January 6th. Please call them for more information.
On January 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m., Immokalee Community Park will be hosting their Parents' Night Out. Feel free to give them a call for more information. Max Hass will be having their annual yard sale on January 30th. It's $10 a group, so feel free to give them a call for more information. Well, as always, guys, my name is Sam.
And I'm Marissa.
And we wanted to let you know, keep your New Year's resolution and come check out one of our fitness centers with Collier County Parks and Recs. And as always, commit to be fit and have a wonderful and safe New Year, guys.
That's all we have time for on this edition of Collier Highlights. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.